From GetMREs.com, and this is my video on how to prepare, eat, and enjoy your MRE. There's a lot that goes into actually eating an MRE that most people will learn either by accident, of course, in the field. My experience with MREs comes from 5 years in the U.S. Air Force, and then since I've gotten out of the Air Force, I've enjoyed MREs for camping, for picnics, whatever it may be. There are a lot of really good MREs, and there's some bad ones, so you gotta know how to pick and choose your MREs. But this video right here is going to go over really how to prepare them, because there's kind of a method. If you do properly, it makes enjoying the MREs a lot more. And if you haven't used an MRE and you're just buying them, because I know they're really popular right now, and you want to kind of figure out how to cook them, open them, how to use the materials in the MREs to actually better utilize the entire MRE and really just make your meal an all-around better meal, this is the video how to do it. First of all, I'm going to explain to you the MRE when we make it today. I've already, over here on the side, I have the entree already cooking, but that's just because I want it to be nice and hot by the time I pull it out of there and prepare the meal. But what I will show you how to do in the preparation point is for heating it, I will heat the side dish, the Mexican style macaroni and cheese. You don't normally have to heat the side dish, but you can. What we'll be making today, of course, is menu 18 of the 2009 MRE set of menu, from this menu 18 from otherwise the B case of 2009 beef patty. This one is really just a hamburger. They call it a beef patty, but it's really a hamburger, and I'll show you how it's a hamburger. Things you want to have, and then by the way, here's what an MRE looks like. Just to start off, unopened. This is MRE meal menu 22, chicken and dumpling from the 2009. Now, when I say from the 2009 menu, that's from the actual 2009 menu with an inspection date, because everybody likes the inspection date of 2012. So that means these are good till 3 of 2012. Really, MREs are actually good for anywhere from 10 to 14 years out from them being made. And in all honesty, you could probably eat them forever, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend that. But the military, what they do is after 3 years, they push out and get new MREs. So these ones are still good for even for military use until March of 2012. We're not making chicken dumpling now. So what does an MRE come with, first of all? Well, an MRE comes with an entree, which you see right here, it's cooking. And that's beef patty. It comes with a side dish. No, not all of them come with a side dish, but the average MRE will come with some form of a side dish. Maybe be wet fruit, macaroni, all sorts of wonderful items. They normally come with a cheese spread. This one's a cheese spread, or a peanut butter or jelly. This one comes with a barbecue sauce. They all come with all sorts of condiments. They also come with like a little snack. This one comes with nacho cheese pretzels, really loading you up on the dairy in this one. And of course, it also comes, like I said, when it comes with cheese or peanut butter, it tends to come with crackers or wheat snack bread. This one comes with 2 wheat snack breads. I'm not going to let you know why until the end. There's a secret behind that. That's not really a secret. It's just, if you're not thinking 100% with me, you'll figure out why there's 2. Very rarely do they come with 2 wheat snack breads. I think there's 2 MREs in the whole world that come with 2. I think the other one's spaghetti. And then of course it comes with a drink. This one's kind of a weird one. It's not normally this small, but this one's a beverage-based lemonade. Otherwise it's lemonade, sugar-free lemonade. And then of course you have your accessories packet, which comes with a towelette, napkin, matches. This one comes with spiced apple mix, basically apple cider, and of course salt in it, which is very important. Now if you're going camping with these and you're not like in some emergency situation where you couldn't grab everything, there's a few things I recommend you going out with. Number one, you want a bottle of water. You're always going to want water because you need water to use the heater. You're going to want, you don't need to have a knife, but having a nice little camping knife like this is pretty good to have. Very useful. Now most MREs actually come with Tabasco sauce. This is a key secret ingredient to enjoying MREs, is Tabasco sauce. It spices them up and makes them more edible. If you're going to cook the MRE and not in the heater, like maybe you have a propane grill of some sort, corn goes with anything, especially chicken. Like if I was making this chicken dumpling right here, I would put it into my my camping grill, and I would grill it up with the corn. It's just amazing. And of course, if you like tapatio, it's another source of flavoring. But really, this and the salt is what really makes the MRE good. So let's go ahead and start with the preparations. First of all, how to cook them. People want to know how to use the MRE heaters. Now, there's 2 things you got to know about the MRE heaters. Number one, they do get very hot. Number 2, sometimes they break up inside there, and you get some like this little chemical that reacts to water and heats up. Sometimes it'll you know, it'll get all over the place. There's no big deal about that. Don't worry about it. If it gets on your container in here, don't really worry about it. It's not a big deal. So we open it up. This is what it looks like. It's in this, you know, airtight little pouch. This is what the food looks like. This is critical. Do not throw these away. Number one, they're used for two things. First off, to lean your heater up against, because you have to lean at an angle so the heat can escape. And number two, you're going to use it to hold your superheated pouch. So of course we just open it up. Now of course you could cut it for knife enthusiastic people out there, but for non-knife enthusiastic people, you just go ahead and you rip it open. And of course this is always a little bit of the tougher part, but I got it. Okay, so you put the, and then this is the side dish. You don't always have to heat up your side dish, but I have an extra heater and I already have the beef patty going over there, so it's flaming hot after the meal. You only need a tiny bit of water. I mean, they have a do not fill line right here you can guide you by. Just kind of pour it in there. It's really all you need. You lean it up against this, and you know, and make sure it kind of has an angle of going upwards, and let it sit there and heat. It's gonna start smoking. I'm gonna keep it in the camera angle so you can see when it starts smoking. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is, and over here I have, and if you do ever have two MREs you're cooking at the same time, as you can see this one's already smoking, and as long as you hold on the sides, you won't burn yourself. Put them on top of each other. Adds a little extra heat. Now here's how you get ready to prepare for the meal. First off, the box. When you pull this pouch out, it's going to be super hot. So you're going to want to open it quickly and put it in here. So the secret here is, and you really don't need a knife to do this, but I'm going to show it to you with the knife version. When I do that one, I'll just tear it. You know what? I'm just going to tear it. All you do is just kind of tear off the top part. Now you have your, kind of like your Starbucks pouch, you know, for the coffee, but this one's going to be for your beef patty. Got that prepared. You want to open up your wheat snack breads. And now again, this is what wheat snack bread looks like. It's really not the most edible thing out there. Not one of my personal favorites, but it's there. Then of course, you got two of them in this case. So you just open them up, you set them aside. Of course, oh by the way, you also have a spoon that everything comes with. I forgot to mention the spoon. Now for this trial, for this video, I'm not going to really spice up the beef patty. I don't really need to. It really isn't that good to begin with. It's a soy patty, I'm sure. Well, they say it's beef, but well, who knows. But I do actually like it. The beef patty's okay. It's not one of my personal favorites, but it does have barbecue sauce. So of course, you know, go ahead and take the barbecue sauce, because you gotta make everything delicious in this meal. So you go ahead and you spread the barbecue sauce, and it's legitimate barbecue sauce. Most things in MREs are like, if you get toasted pastries, they're actually Pop-Tarts from the store. The candies, M&Ms and Skittles and Tootsie Rolls. So there is quite a bit of legitimate food that comes in an MRE. So always bear that in mind. I put the cheese on it, but I don't like the cheese. Lots of people like the cheese. You either like the cheese or you don't like the cheese. There's nobody out there who goes, no, you don't like it. Anyhow, so now we're going to get to the entree portion. It's been heating up for quite a while, so we'll wait for, and as you can see, there's smoke coming out. There's your smoke. I'm sure you can, hopefully you can see on the video. This one's smoking up too. If you want to hear them, I don't know if you can hear that. There you go. They're smoking. So when you pull them out, remember, it's going to be hot. You know, just slide them out. You always want to kind of grab it by the end. That seems to be the best portion. Now there are these little tear things here, but those are a pain in the ass. This is where your knife comes into being very, very helpful. Just kind of give yourself a little bit of a cut, because normally they're steaming hot, and since I'm doing this one a little quicker, it's not super hot, thank God. But there you go. There's your patty right in there. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to get out your my hands are a little wet. You want to go ahead and now that one's smoking like crazy. You want to go ahead and get out your salt. We got all of our little wonderful things here. And you know, you want to mix your ingredients right here in the patty itself. Not too much salt. You want to, you know, sodium's bad. Now at this point you would also, you know what the heck, I'll throw in some Tapatio in there. Throw in the hot sauce. Gotta give it some flavor. Don't be afraid. Tapatio's your friend. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I always mix up words. Okay, so you kind of, this is not one you can really mix. Like this is chicken noodle, this is spaghetti. You'd be mixing it all up and getting it all going. But this one's a patty. So Now, you got your patty. Now you can open it up in, you know, several different ways, but I mean, we're just going to be a little bit sloppy here right now, and we're just going to go ahead and slide it out, and there's your little patty. And you throw it on, and I guess you guys have figured out the little reason why they give you two here. It's because you're supposed to make yourself a good old-fashioned hamburger. And there's your MRE meal that you're going to eat. Now, you asked me, well, you cut this box, Todd. You don't need that for this one. You're right. Yeah, you don't need this for this one. And that's why I'm going to show you what you need, why you would do this in most cases. Again, most meals that you're eating, you eat them right out of the pouch. So now what I'm going to do, and this one's really hot. So now here comes the macaroni and cheese. And you come out. And of course, again, it's, you know, because whenever you pull it out, it's always a little wet. So it's really hard to tear. It's also hot, so it's hard to get a good grip. So that's why I just say, just give it a little cut with your knife. Makes life a lot more easy. Now here's a good example of one that I'm going to have to mix up. So I guess I'm going to be able to show you that anyways. See how it's kind of all flat in there? So it's a little hot. It's burning my hand a little bit. Put it in there. No more burn problems. There you go. Problem solved. And this will be a little hot too, but it's cardboard. So this is where you get your spoon in here and you mash that all up. You get a little bit more of your salt. Mash it up a little bit. Definitely need some Tabasco sauce. Again, I'm using Tapatio because I don't want to open a whole Tabasco, to be honest with you. Besides, in all retrospect, Tapatio is better than Tabasco. Don't tell the makers of Tabasco that. I want them to sponsor GetMREs.com. Anyhow, mix it all up, and your meal is good to go. Mexican style macaroni and cheese, and it's a little spicy. And then, of course, you have your beef patty hamburger. It's been a long time since I had the beef patty. Let's give it a try. You know, it's actually pretty good. I have to admit, I'm pretty happy. Well, that's how you prepare, eat, and I guess kind of serve an MRE. When you're done, you don't want to leave a mess behind in the forest. Give a hoot, don't pollute. That's what you use the MRE bag for. So everything you used right back in the good old MRE bag. All the trash you have. Everything obviously will fit right back in here. A little bit of salt all over my hand. You get all the stuff you use, you put it back in the bag. Take this, throw it in the trash can. You're all set. I am Todd Freno from GetMREs.com. This is our first video we've done for you. This one's leaking a little bit. This is trash too. And we're going to have more videos for you. We're going to show you some neat things you can do with the MREs and even some fun things you can do with the MREs. But this is the first one on how to eat an MRE. Thank you for watching the video, and we're out.